Hi there, I'm Phil the Practical Gardener. This particular tip is 16.1 choice of tree. Now there is a related tip which I will be producing soon, 16.2 trees for small spaces, and these two tips are closely related. For this tip I will be talking about the overall criteria that you should think about when you are choosing trees for your garden. Tip 16.2 is more about a specific range of trees that might be suitable for properties within the temperate zone. Trees do have a range of benefits. First of all, they improve the overall outlook of your home and provide a more pleasant garden experience. Secondly, they shade outdoor living areas and play areas. They'll also help to provide a sense of enclosure to your property. They also have environmental benefits. They tend to cool the urban environment and also store carbon in significant amounts. However, trees do require a fair degree of planning if you are to get them right. That will influence the range of criteria that I'll be suggesting that you use when you select your tree or trees. I'll differentiate between the two main reasons for selecting trees for gardens within suburban environments. Firstly, trees are often used on the boundaries of a property. These are usually for the purposes of shelter, screening out unattractive outlooks, and maintaining privacy. Regarding shelter, I suggest that you view my tip 1.6, Shelter from the Wind, which discusses key factors in developing protection from the wind, including a formula which may be used in planning your shelter. Regarding screening, you usually don't need a solid belt of trees. Trees with a strong form or dramatic foliage will catch the eye and prevent it from seeing the unattractive outlook beyond. I discuss a few possible trees for temperate zones in tip 16.2. As you can see from my images and examples, boundary trees should usually be tall and thin, so as not to take up too much room in a property of limited size. Usually boundary trees should be evergreen to ensure their benefits are provided year-round. The second type of tree is those within the property. To be a specimen tree, or to enhance the look of your property, or to provide a pleasant dappled shade for outdoor activities, such as a children's play area or outdoor seating area. Here, people usually prefer a deciduous tree, which will provide shade in summer, but allow the maximum exposure to the winter sun. You shouldn't select trees which grow too large, such as oaks or beech trees. Both of these trees also create a dense shade which people generally don't like to sit under, even on summer days. Also, I suggest that you don't choose a tree with a pyramidal shape, as they will be hard to manage. A birch or an ash tree naturally wants to develop a strong vertical leader. This is known as apical dominance. If you prune the top out of such a tree, it will naturally send up strong vertical shoots to compensate, thus compounding the problem. I also note that some of these trees, including birch, are wind pollinated and produce copious pollen, which can cause respiratory problems. Birches also release vast amounts of tiny seeds, which can make a mess and even clog up drains. What I do promote is trees with a natural umbrella shape, which are more amenable to keeping within the size and shape that you would desire. See my tip 16.4, training a tree to be a specimen in a patio. I filmed this tip 1 month ago. If you watch it, you will see that I prune this jacaranda tree and suggest that I might need to do further pruning during summer. Well, above me you can see that a strong growth has been emerging from the pruning that I did. So there are weaker side shoots directly below that. I can prune away the strong one as I'm showing here, and then that will help to maintain that shape. Because we're heading towards autumn here, there will be a limited amount of regrowth at this stage, so it will tend to maintain its size heading into winter. In producing this tip, I have filmed a range of footage on the suitable range of trees, so don't forget to look out for tip 16.2. If you subscribe to my channel and also like this tip, you should be sure to see that tip as it becomes available. Now, I understand that sometimes YouTube does unsubscribe people from the channel. I do actually upload the videos on a weekly basis. So if they're not appearing on your feed, it might pay to do a search under Phil the Practical Gardener. You can also look at my website, which is linked below, to check on the range of tips that I have produced and made available, and those which are still to be produced. So that's it for this tip. I do hope that you've got value out of this tip. Don't forget to provide comments underneath. It does seem to develop a bit of a community among the viewers of my channel. So thanks very much for watching this through to the end.